I'm fucking dying how everybody really ordered Joe.
They late to it though, for real, for real.
You said they late to it for
No,
real?
they not trying to get over. They late to it. You feel me? Yeah. They just finding out what the motherfucker talking about, for real, for real. That's
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's them trying to get their bread up. You feel me? Easy money.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
What they say? What boys say? Get the likes up.
Get the likes up.
That's what he said.
Get the
That
likes
girl
up.
definitely don't see me.
Damn.
Turn that one. Steven. Maybe you just gonna have to pull your chair out.
Hey.
Yeah, I feel like pull your chair over. Yeah, that's a good angle.
Yeah, this joint
I'm talking
blocking.
about your chair so you closer to the.
Ooh.
No, I'm talking about your chair so you in the video. You can pull your chair over. Even if you pour the table, it's the max. So am I blocking that or what? You gonna push it in front of you.
I think you just took that joint like. Well, you want this joint to just get us?
No, I want Steven to. I want y'all to pull the table up, and then that way we all.
You see this joint? Ain't no way all three
Both
of
of
them
them gotta be on everybody.
This joint could be what? Yo, us two. You feel me? Ain't no way one phone fit in all three.
No,
Unless...
but I'm saying is move the table up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault, little baby.
Yo.
My fault. You think you want this just
okay
there?
On that.
Dang. I'm at this. Alright. Yeah, so that's one cool. I'm gonna do that joint right here.
Yeah.
Cool. It's about cool.
Nah, I'm in the joint. I'm ducking out of that joint. No, I was. Ooh. Yes, I was still blowing. You. Okay. Ooh. Bust down with the motherfucking get down. Okay. We finna get started, y'all. Go follow that YouTube channel. Follow us on the YouTuber. Talk time with the Don Nelly. Oh, invite sent. All right. All right, y'all know what it's here for. We live everywhere. I hope y'all ready for our talk today. Because it's for sure giving talk time with the motherfucking Donnelly and her friends. Y'all know what we finna begin. We finna begin. Yo, 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 yo. Thank y'all for tuning in to Talk Time with the Donnelly. Now, of course, you know, y'all already know what it's heading for. I got Black Fam up in here with me. What up, Black Fam? Give me your handle.
Mr. Nobody, aka Black Fam, Mr. Nobody.
Okay, what about S-Dot? S-Dot back on here with us tonight?
Yo, Frozen Wait, tap me in.
All right, y'all better tap him in. Tonight, Talk Time with the Donnelly is being brought to you by BetterHealth.com. BetterHealth.com is a large therapy platform in the world. It's 100% online. You know, BetterHealth.com, they accept HSA. And not only do they accept HSA, they have low-income payment plans for those of you who do not have an HSA. So, we're going to just go on ahead and dive right in. Accountability is something everyone has the opportunity to use in everyday life. Us as humans, when we fail to be accountable, it shows you as an adult that you are irresponsible. I'm going to do the lead in tonight. The lead in tonight is going to be a quote. A narcissist paints a picture of themselves as being the victim or innocent in all aspects. They will be offended by the truth, but when it's done, what's done in the dark, it'll always come to the light. So basically what that just means is whatever you do in private, show. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right into a few disclaimers. Are y'all ready for those disclaimers, Black Fam? What you think our disclaimers is for the night?
The 5Ds.
No, our disclaimers for being on Talk Time with the Donnelly. What's the disclaimers? Because I feel like we should lead in with the disclaimers because of course we've been getting like hate from irregular people.
Disclaimer: if you hating, just go that way. You feel me?
No, I ain't even gonna say that though, Black Fam. A hater is a viewer. A viewer is a chewer. A chewer is a payer. That's why I gotta keep slaying. You know?
That way, you feel me? That's the route.
That's another way to put that shit. What about you, Esther? What you think?
Y'all forgot I had to swing the mic. Hey, yo, a hater? What we talking about tonight?
No, we going in with the disclaimer. I feel like we gotta lead in with our disclaimer.
You gotta put me on that.
Okay.
Just give your message to the haters. That's
yeah,
all.
you just gotta give your message to the haters.
That's about it, dog.
All in all, at the end of the day, being on Talk Time with the Donnelly, you are here what? Voluntarily. Mm-hmm. You are here voluntarily as a listener, as a viewer. It's up to you either to view or
something got your attention. You feel me?
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, baby. So.
Yeah, I appreciate the haters, man. I appreciate the haters, the lovers. You mean anybody that show up to watch, to add to the platform and contribute to the views and the show. Like we appreciate, man. I like it. I appreciate haters, man. They just bring more attention.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cat Williams the one that said, if y'all don't got no haters, feel free to hate on me.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
Okay. So with that disclaimer, that's how we going to lead in tonight. We leading in that way just to let you know how the fuck we play. All right? All right. So with that being said, we're
Get the
gonna
likes up.
okay, get the fucking likes up. Shout out to what's his name again? Shout him out
What?
because you know he always
Hey,
coming to
shout out
IG.
AK.
AK always coming to fuck with us. Now, we're gonna dive right into to what we're talking about tonight. Tonight we're talking about accountability. Saying things you are going to do to be different from now on. This phase serves as a pattern of interruption. It places an unacceptable behavior from past and it focuses on behavior that will be expected in the future. However, those behaviors are never obtained. If you are a man or woman and you notice someone with those beginner traits, run and thank me the fuck later. Now, with all that being said, what does accountability mean to you? We're going to start off with S. Dot. What does accountability mean to you, S. Dot?
Well, this is actually hilarious. Accountability means taking account or taking responsibility. It's basically for your actions. So just hold yourself accountable for the actions that you take. Whether and your actions can fall. Anything can fall under that actions. Your responsibilities, thing you did, something you said. Um, take responsibility for your actions.
What about you, Black fam?
I'm gonna say respect, responsibility, and honor. That's about it.
Okay, so for me, I let my friends tell y'all what they feel like accountability is. Now, for me, accountability is your actions towards like all parties involved. It basically just means like an honor of integrity. So for me, that's what accountability means to me. It means like you're being honorable, you're being respectful, like you're just being a stand up person to whatever like human that you're dealing with in life. So that's like basically like my terminology of like what accountability means.
Well, listen, I say my fault a lot, so that's a part of like accountability. You feel me?
Yeah,
My fault is on me.
basically. So we're gonna dive right in to the first topic. Topic number one is domains of accountability. So when I say domains of accountability, what does that mean to y'all?
Domains.
Yeah, domains of accountability.
Like common grounds, some shit. Domain.
Break it down. Break it down.
Break it down. Okay, so.
Oh, matter of fact, you brought it up before.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first.
Domains is like what, you said accountability at work, self accountability, what relationship accountability. I think there's another John. I think just I'm 3 or 4. You feel me?
What about you, S. Dot? Because of course we all know I've researched like all of this.
I took what you just.
Yeah, so I'm just going.
So you can just say what you got for the domains of accountability, and I'm just gonna go over and just break it down.
All right, so
each gender, views accountability and how they portray it or act out on it.
I think that's a good way to lead in. Okay, so domains of accountability. Accountability is something that everyone has the opportunity to use in everyday life. Actions towards anyone that you're involved with on a day by day basis. And it reflects the integrity of who you are and who you're portraying yourself to be. These actions can occur with an intimate partner within your community, which basically means like just interaction with people that you don't know that's outside, like day by day. It could be a postal worker. It could be like someone at the like. It could.
So you say your actions and who you portray to be,
and who you portray yourself to be.
Ooh, that sounds like women portray themselves to be one thing. And then when you approach them or when you try to break down what they portray themselves to be, they actually something else.
Well, wait a minute. It's a couple more. The domains of accountability. It One of the domains is parenting, self-care, and employment.
Well, I think if you have accountability and you hold yourself accountable to your actions, that's just the kind of person you are. So that would just fall to any category, honestly.
It sounds like principles to me, though.
Yeah, they are
They are
principles.
principles.
But if you someone who live by principles, like you said, are accountable for your actions, no matter what you do as a work relationship, you will hold yourself accountable. But I know um, for women, a lot of women can hold themselves accountable and work to high standards, but when it comes to a relationship or a partner, they kind of like ease off the accountability. And a lot of men, uh, they do the same thing. They can hold themselves accountable in the streets or with their homies or at work, but when it comes to relationship, they kind of um,
Fall
I
short.
don't want to say they fall short. I think they just more so like I hate to say the word, but they just manipulate the word accountability. So do women though, but women are less likely to be accountable of their actions. It's just a double standard that we live by.
Okay, so that's a good starting point. So, um, the basis of accountability, and we're still on the same topic, is any action you can be accountable or unaccountable, and it always must be viewed in context. The basis of accountability is designed to help understand how to evaluate an action. It's not just what you do, it's how you do it.
How you can improve it, some shit like that.
All right, so let me get this breakdown. A lot of people not gonna like this, but it is what it is. When women dress a certain type of way or provocative, it brings a certain kind of attention that may not be desired or liked by a partner or even by themselves, but they don't be accountable for how they dress or how they portray themselves. So a lot of the times they go out, because they want to be relaxed and dress however they want, which is okay. But a lot of times they flirt with the dress how they want to dress as a slut to dress as it's a reason why a lot of people say uh, you look like a HOE or whatever the case may be because that character or that person has a uniform. And if you wear that uniform, you have to be accountable for the uniform that you decide to put on. And not only that, you have to be accountable for wearing the uniform and then going to a place where there's a lot of HOE activities. But like I said, women just can't see the accountability of a lot of issues or a lot of things they do, and men too. Men just they can't be accountable for being over possessive or over um, you know respecting boundaries or respecting how their partner may feel. So it works both ways, but I think men want to understand have black and white accountability, and women just you guys live in a different world.
Okay, so Black Femme, you want to give your input before I dive into the basis of accountability?
React the question or restate it.
Okay, so I basically said the base of accountability is your actions of you being accountable or unaccountable. It must always be viewed as context. The basis of accountability is designed to help us as adults understand how to evaluate an action. It's not just what you do, is how you do. Remember as a kid, our parents always said, oh, it's not what you did, it's how you did it. It's not what you said, it's how you said it.
I get that a lot though. I see shit, but I don't really know how to answer though, for real.
All right, well, let me go into it. Let me dive into it a little bit more.
What?
All right. The first base of
Respond back to what you think. What about what I said? Respond back to what you think. What I just said though, about how women aren't accountable for their what they wear and what they portray, and then
even with that part, right? Like, see, I got a weird brain, so it's like I look at it like, you know how we be looking at the Beyonces and shit like that. They do the same shit. They just got all the the support machine behind me. You feel me? We still be on some shit like
no, brother.
you.
Beyonce and all them are performers. They don't live their life like that day to day. So you gotta remember
Nah,
when they on stage, they performing. They're in a character mode. So they don't walk around the streets in those kind of uniforms. So when
they do.
When you pull up, when you see Beyonce walking around the street, she's fully dressed.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Let's take a little jolt, like step down from Beyonce, Nicki.
So are we switching accountability to because you're shifting gears, which is okay.
No, we didn't just talk about how. So you have a better understanding of how men can't be accountable, right? Or don't be accountable for the actions.
No, I have a good understanding for all, but at the end of the day, the uniform that a lot of us put on, that's all it is. It's just a uniform. When you go to work, you put on your uniform, you take it off when you come home. It's the same as when a bitch want to get dressed up, she want to be sexy. It's the same as. Go ahead. All
right, back to what you talking about for like how they dressing. Like, all right, if she with you type shit,
she's not with me. She just out with her girlfriend.
All right, I understand that part. I'm thinking, I'm stuck on no joint like she with me. I'm with her, and she looking like that. It's like a trophy, like you. That's like a rollie on your wrist. You feel me?
Yeah, but where is she out?
I understand. Listen, I'm with you on that, Joe. You feel me? For like.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it or right with it. I'm just saying,
of course, accountability.
What the Don said about the actions of accountability, responsibility, and what was that other thing said about?
I basically said it's always viewed as content.
Exactly, the view.
So I didn't even go deep into it because then that'll like further open up your mind.
Oh, go ahead, break it down.
Okay, so the basis of accountability. Think of it as like a baseball field, right? First base is acknowledging what you have done. This might be an apology after being unaccountable or remembering how to behave in the past. Example, I spilled the milk and I say, I was the one who spilled the milk. That's first base. That's like first base is basically focused on the past. Second base is either changing the behavior, acting differently, or repairing the situation. I clean up the milk and I'll buy new milk or pour another glass. Second base is always focused on the present. Third base is when you plan, you commit, and you implement a change in life that applies to more than just that one situation. I always put the milk further back on the table or the counter. I watch how I use my hands when I speak. Third base is always focused on the future.
So first base is what?
First base is to focus on the past. So that's acknowledging. Yeah.
Can you say ownership or whatever?
Right.
All right, second base would be improvement.
Second base is like the present. Okay, I realized and I acknowledge.
Like, what can you do to do it better or make it better? Improvement.
Yeah.
Third base would be, what you say?
Focusing on the future, basically. Like, all right, I like it's basically implementing a change. Like I may have knocked over the milk, talking all loud with my hands and everything, but
that's the second chance. So all right.
That's like the second chance.
So my head working there. So first base, all right, I did that ownership. Second base, how can you fix it? What can you do to fix it? Third base is what you just say?
Third base is the future. You focusing on what can you do here on out to
basically the second chance. You feel me?
That's the second chance.
Redemption. You feel me?
Okay. So home run or running a battle is when you integrate the changes that you made into your life, and you basically make sure that situation never happened again. I realize I have to be careful, not just with the milk, but with the pot of coffee, water, lemonade, etc.
Can I ask you this though? Can I jump in real quick?
Go ahead.
So say if you at the third base, you might hit the home run, and shorty or the dude or whatever bring up whatever y'all gonna do, like keep bringing it back up to you. Don't that take you back to like
that? Always that goes back to
first base,
that takes you back to first base. But remember when we had a whole episode on betrayal, those betrayal traumas is different. Like, I mean, we could sit here, we could talk about this shit for hours because, of course, I did my own research just on how betrayal traumas retake it. Like, we just had this conversation earlier. when you're thinking you at third base, you 2 seconds away from hitting that fucking home run. However, you don't hit the home run because the person who initially, like, messed up the first base, they violate. And a violation is what? Not being fucking, like, the integrity. The integrity, not like, viewing the contents, not being accountable, and not just being like, okay, damn, I did that shit, but let me focus on what the fuck I can do not to do that again. So the home run is building on the future from the past. So what's like y'all takeaway from that? Because of course, I got a little bit more to add in on that.
The home run, a clean slate.
The home run is the clean slate. The home run is, damn, I did that shit, I fucked up, but like, because this is one of those, and maybe I'm gonna show y'all like my little chart. Because this is one of those people that you're gonna be involved with on a day-by-day basis, an intimate partner, parenting, extended relationships, which is friends, family members, all that, community people, your employment, like your boss, your coworkers. Because these are people that you have to be involved with on a day-by-day basis, you're trying to hit that home run so that you're not going in a repeated circle.
Gotcha.
So what's y'all takeaway from that?
I mean, I kind of said it though. I just kind of like renamed the bases and shit like that. How I comprehend the shit. First base is I mean, should I restate it? You feel me?
No, I'm just saying like are y'all following me?
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of course
I'm getting understanding.
Okay, of course I'm not done. Okay, so the 4 balls is when an action starts out looking accountable, but in the end it's out of bounds, not being accountable. I drove Mary, my wife, to work, telling her the whole way we was going to work. She was lucky I was driving her there, and she better not complain because I went out with my friends. What do y'all think that did? It's a fucking strikeout. You know why? Because why didn't, Michael lead with that? A strikeout is simply when an action is unaccountable right from the start. I yelled, fine, you're on your way to work. I'm too busy. I'm out with my friends. Like, so overall, one action can be on a different basis in a different domain and even be accountable in one domain but unaccountable in another domain. Accountability is the same as a good deed. Although a good deed can be accountable if it's reflected by the person.
Listen, I know what that joint mean. Good deed, you feel me?
Yeah, what's your thought process on it, Steven? I mean, ask that.
It's a lot, man. I think so are we breaking down like how to be accountable or what?
No, I'm just asking y'all what's y'all thought process on it, because I broke it, like I put it
what, being accountable?
Yeah, I put it in terms of baseball because in terms of baseball, a man should understand it, correct?
Yeah, but you was it's cute because you don't watch sports. It's very funny how you trying to use the baseball analogy. We
shut that joint right down.
You better get it. Yeah, that was a lot of work.
Yeah, research on baseball.
Okay. I had to research my analogies and metaphors. Like, come on, give me my credit, Neil.
Yeah, but let's take it to hose. It's a little bit more relatable. So the hose, right? And we appreciate the hose. We actually love the hose, and the hose are there to save, to be stragglers and get saved and picked up. So we appreciate those. Let me talk shit real quick. So when a woman dressed like a hoe, right, and then let's say she's out with her friends and they're all dressed like hoes, and then a group of men who assume that they're hoes, right, come to them and try to talk to them as if it was hoes. I don't know the disrespectful shit they say, but I'm quite sure they say something disrespectful. They might grab on y'all on a hoe or something like that, or someone who's dressed to perceive that they are a hoe and not even be a hoe, or just wearing a uniform. So then now they're calling their dude like, hey, this motherfucker grabbed on me, like yo, I need you to
Oh, see, that
check
make
them.
more sense though. I
So
understand
now that
that,
leads
John.
into that leads into another action and result from you dressing like a hoe or you having the perception of a hoe, and then so you know some dude got overly aggressive with me, which he shouldn't have, but you know.
I mean, I feel like we could go on a rabbit hole with that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So the action, the perception, and then the result of being being assumed to be a hoe. So now I'm involved and I'm trying to defend like, yo, this is she's not like that, yo, step away, or you mean like, yo, don't come at my shorty like that, you mean. So now, but and then now you got to take accountability. Yes, I was dressed like that. This is what I'm gonna do. It was I was in a vicinity where a lot of girls was hoes at, and I was given a perception of hoes. This is what I'm gonna do moving forward. I'm gonna kind of like dress a little bit more classy. But men these days, it doesn't matter how you dress. You can be dressed like a lady, classy, or you can be dressed like a hoe. Some dudes out there, it just don't matter. But I'm just saying to say that it's the steps of taking accountability. Yeah, I did that, or yeah.
So basically, like the cause and effect.
Yes, exactly. The cause and effect.
Yeah.
Cause and effect.
Because here's the thing, I'm a fucking unicorn. Mm-hmm. If I want to dress like a hoe, I'm gonna dress like a hoe.
Right. So you wear a hoe.
Well, you also know what come with it though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
As long as women know that.
For sure.
A lot of women, I would say half the women who dress like hoes don't.
They the ones. I know exactly what you talking about.
They the million bitches
who basically like do certain shit and always gonna put a nigga in a situation. They the shorties who really not accountable, but they know what they doing. You feel me? They just got you looking like
exactly.
What's the word though?
Here's another caveat. Not even to say she's going out, but she's on social media platforms perceiving herself to be a hoe. So now you in a relationship.
Listen.
No,
go ahead. I just want to say that shit make believe.
Yeah, social media world versus
the internet is make believe to me. That shit be fake for real.
Social media worlds versus real world reality is a real thing.
You feel me? Entertaining. You feel me?
It's nice to say that it's entertainment, but it's actually the real world. This is what's going on currently. We're currently in the real world giving real views on a social media platform. Like a lot of stuff that we see, a lot of it's perception, but motherfuckers is sending real money. This is the real world. You know what I mean? Women might sell the illusion or the perception, but they getting real money. They get motherfuckers is coming at some dudes. A lot of people, Instagram is like a dating app. You know what I mean? You can get a whole relationship, which makes it real. You can really get in contact with a person you would never get in contact with. You can really get in contact with a person you wouldn't run across in a million years. But now because we got social media, so the social media is very real.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is social media worlds versus real world realities, and we could tap off and we could tap back in. And reasons being because on some real shit, and that goes back, it all goes back to accountability. And I say this because I do a lot via social media. On social media, you would think I'm out here sucking dick 99 different ways. However, I'm not. A lot of the times, even when I take a sexy pic, I'll take a sexy pic and get on the phone and be on the phone with my stepmom, you or Black for the remainder of the night. I'm not done yet. Perception could be looked at as everything, but perception is also easily changed. We've seen that in the movie as well.
Yeah,
so this is what the accountability come in at. You have to take accountability for the person that you perceive yourself to be, whether it's in public or on social media. What you perceive to be is what people are taking in, the perception. They're taking in perception. They don't know you. So on social media, that's who you are. And so a lot of women, that's not who they are on social media, but the perception makes it real. That makes you who you are on social media.
So this is why my caption is what my caption is on my social media. If somebody told you some shit, believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. And here's why.
Most people are going to do.
That's fine too. But them same motherfuckers that's pointing a finger like on some real shit. I talk about my trust a lot. I come off as looking like a hoe, but them same motherfuckers that's pointing the fingers, them motherfuckers is walking around with incurable STDs. So I wouldn't give a fuck what a motherfucker got to say that's pretending.
Can I say this real quick?
Go
though?
ahead.
I'm 29 though, right? I never met a shorty that brought up a my chart. You feel me? So that kind of hit different. Like, all right, the shorties I dealt with, they must have been on some shit like accountability, not holding their accountability up. You feel me? Like,
so like for me,
I never had no health class, G. So it's like
so
damn,
like yeah. So like for me, I'm cool with a motherfucker viewing me as a hoe. That's fine because any motherfucker that viewed me as a hoe, any given time I'm like, yeah, let me see your my chart. If a motherfucker ain't trying to show they my chart just as much as they try and pop their shit, that's already it is what it is. That views.
So the my chart is only about motherfuckers clean enough to have unprotected sex.
No, the my chart shows your history basically.
What?
Your sexual history.
Exactly. Clean enough to have unprotected sex.
Clean enough to be out here portraying yourself to be a wholesome person.
So,
it's a lot of people.
You can be a wholesome person and you can be a hoe and still have a clean my chart.
Here's the thing.
Carrying it.
No, who
clean?
Who gives a fuck about that bitch being a hoe if her portal clean?
Men.
No, here's the thing. And it doesn't matter because it's a lot of bitches that's out here that's portraying their stuff to be wholesome and their portals is rotten.
No, that's true. But if you portray yourself to be a hoe and you have a clean portal, you're still a hoe. And if you portray yourself to be clean and you have a dirty portal, you're still a hoe. It doesn't matter if you portray yourself or
so you just see
but
you just see the contradiction. That's fine.
Wait, what's the contradiction?
The contradiction is nobody gives a fuck for real. Because
who the men give a fuck?
No, here's the thing. You like a nigga would rather marry a bitch that does not have a dirty portal or a bitch that's portraying herself that she's wholesome and her portal is dirty.
A nigga would marry a woman that portrays herself to be wholesome?
No, a nigga would marry a woman that's authentically who they are.
That's to a certain extent. You can be authentic who you are, but if you authentic stripper or authentic hoe, it doesn't matter. You're just an authentic hoe. Like you could be an authentic piece of shit. You're just an authentic piece of shit.
Authentic mean real though. You feel me?
Authentic is real. Like
authentic is real. Just because you're real doesn't mean I have to accept. Or somebody, a man or a woman, doesn't have to accept the realness of it.
But just because you come off on social media into the world that you're a rightful person and your portal is dirty, shit doesn't mean nothing.
If you come off on social media that you're righteous, but you have a crazy portal, you are now X'd out of the game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's a facade that people put on nowadays.
No, it's the cabin part. Cabin part actual.
But that's what I'm saying. All that shit goes into accountability. That shit, you should have been here for transparency.
Listen,
and fucking
every little bitch I had though, damn near was like never had no disease to me. That's how they put it. I never saw no my church. So I don't know. Like they were this lost or like I'm thinking like all right. They say shit, they never been burnt and all that shit. I'm believing this shit. I never seen nothing. They didn't show me nothing.
Well, did you sleep with them unprotected to find out?
Of course.
Okay.
You feel me? Raw dog Jamal. You feel me? Like
yeah. But what was the perception that they gave off? Did they give off perception that they was clean, or did they give off the perception that they was out here in the streets moving crazy?
That they was wholesome. You feel me? Wifey material. Like I'm not a hoe. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
I respect somebody.
So why didn't they get wiped up?
Why didn't they get wiped up? I mean, if they was a hoe and they was upfront about it, they still could have had a chance. You feel me? It's the transparency part. You feel me?
Exactly.
Trying to split. All right.
Why didn't they get wiped up if they had a clean portal and they was out here moving wholesome? Why didn't they get wiped up?
Had to find out the hard way. You feel me?
Found out the hard way about what?
And a bitch a hoe. You feel me?
It was a hoe.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Versus me.
So
like
basically, again, what I'm saying is. It doesn't matter if you're out here moving wholesome and you have a clean my chart. If you eventually is a hoe, you're X'd out of the game.
Nah, G, listen.
You just said you X'd them out the game and found out they was a hoe.
It's a bitch I know right now, right? Shorty broke my heart, all that. You know what I mean? She turned out to be a stripper bitch and all that. If she'd have let me know that from the door, nigga, we'd have still been together right now type shit. I had to find out through like homies, pages and shit like that. You feel me?
So what I'm trying to see is this.
The whole shit don't mean nothing like that.
So
shit
if it
don't, I mean,
don't
for
mean,
me though.
So maybe she was embarrassed about that. But why leave her if you actually had like real feelings for her?
But why?
She spun me around, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying.
She probably was embarrassed.
No, but that's
Most
what you.
people are
No,
embarrassed
but that's what you're not getting though. Like the wholesome shit when these bitches is portraying themselves as being wholesome and they're not. You'll get exiled out because that goes into like that. We still on topic because it goes into being a narcissist.
I don't know.
It goes into being a narcissist. When you're out here being a narcissist, you're out here portraying yourself to be a character that you're not.
Man, if I was in love with a stripper and then I secretly found out she was a stripper, I would still like.
But that goes against that goes against the uniform that you just said.
What? No, it goes against the uniform. But if she can take accountability for it and correct her actions and those steps that you were saying, if she can do all that, we can move past it. Because why would I give up somebody I love just because of their profession?
But you just said, and like not even seconds ago, that if the uniform is worn, if motherfuckers is out here and they believe that your shorty is a hoe, you know, what comes along with the whole territory is a nigga grabbing on you, all of that. Correct. That's a contradiction.
Correct. But
that's a heavy contradiction.
What the contradiction is he said he don't mind it. So somebody who don't mind it, and that's what they don't mind.
No, but he don't. He doesn't. He said he doesn't mind it. Go ahead. He said he doesn't mind it if it's up front.
Listen,
it don't matter.
I'm a hoe. You feel me? So
okay,
like let it be known type shit. You feel me? Don't gotta be uplifting you like, and you hit the home.
Transparency, baby.
You feel
Transparency.
Me? It doesn't matter, right? Let me give you
a costume is a costume.
Let me give you an example of somebody who takes steroids, and they're in the gym, right? And they take steroids, and they never told me they take steroids. And then I found out they take steroids. If it's okay with me that they take steroids,
hold on, I gotta
whether I find out behind their back or somebody else told me that, it doesn't matter because it's okay. At the end of the day, if I can stand on it's okay. That's the platform. That's the concrete. That's cement. You know what I mean? I'm writing in cement that the way I feel about X is okay.
Okay, but
then anything else after that, whether you lied to me or not, it doesn't matter because it's okay. I don't care.
But you just contradicted yourself.
No, I didn't because I never said it was okay.
You just the whole initial. You said if a female is out here
for me.
But you just said if a female is out here and they put on a costume of being a hoe and they're a hoe, I spun it.
Right.
I basically said that's a false narrative to go off of because a bitch can portray themselves as being a hoe and could go to bed after the fuck they threw some sexy shit on the gram and all that.
What I'm trying to say is Black already said it was okay. So if something's okay with you, it's in the concrete that this action is okay.
It's
so
only okay.
Whether you tell me you on steroids or not, it's okay. I don't give a fuck.
No.
So if you tell me, here's the thing. Listen, if I'm okay with it, that's the bottom line. I'm okay with it. You can't hide it from me. Then I find out it don't matter because I'm okay with it.
So, question: you're not okay with a uniform, a pretend thing, but you're okay with if you find out like a person misleads you and they aren't who they say they are.
That's what I'm looking at. Just the lying part. You feel me?
That's not what I.
Because that's what are you getting out of it? Because that's
no. All I'm talking about is just like.
I didn't say I was okay. Hold on, Black. He said that if she would have told him, it'd have been cool. But since he found out, now it's not cool. And there's a lot of people that move like that. I don't get it. I just think if you're cool with it, it don't matter if I find out secret. I don't give a fuck. I'm cool with it. I don't care.
So you're cool once you find out, but you're not cool with the uniform of a pretend.
No, that's what he.
I'm just not cool being lied to. That's about
exactly. That goes back to accountability.
You feel me? Because like.
Well, okay. So what if she took accountability for lying?
That goes back to the basis. That goes back to
if she would have did that.
The first base.
She did that late. No, she still didn't do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, but she never took accountability.
Like she took it. Well, she ain't even.
So like no. So no,
I had to find out do the stripper friends for real.
The steps of taking accountability. First base is focusing on the past. That's acknowledgement.
Okay, acknowledgement.
She ain't acknowledge shit.
Second base is focusing on the present. That's basically, damn, I did this, but what do I need to do to make the change?
Improvement,
Third,
acknowledgement, improvement.
Third base is focusing on the future. What can
correction.
you?
Second chance.
Okay,
chance.
so you got acknowledgement, improvement, and correction. If you acknowledge or improve on the situation and then try to correct it, all right, cool. If we gonna pass it, like let's say the dude who I found my gym partner, I found out he's on steroids. If he acknowledged it and then corrected, like, yeah, bro, this what I do, this you know what I mean, and then we can move on from it. But if you don't do that, you know, we can't move it. But for me, I'm already okay with it. Some people like, you know, live in their own truth or their own reality or their own whatever the case may be. I'm not going to judge you for what you are embarrassed to say about if I'm okay with it. Now, if I'm not okay with it, which I'm not okay with some people having a perception of a whore or moving like a whore, I won't be okay with it when I find out. But if I'm okay with you, my gym partner taking steroids, it doesn't matter if I find out or it doesn't matter how I find out because I'm okay with it. If you lie about it, maybe that's something that you had to deal with personally to that you can't get over something with your own personal self. But at the end of the day, I'm okay with it. Like I would just talk to you like, yeah, you don't have to lie about that. That's something I'm okay with, and we can move forward.
All right, so no, I mean we still on accountability. We still on a topic. I mean, I'm gonna let Esther tell us about a situation so whereas though someone lacked accountability within your life, and how did it make you feel? How did you handle the lack of accountability? It could be any of those you know, situations. It could be a parenting situation, an intimate partner. It could be employment, extended family, like someone out in the community. Give an example.
Me personally, I just have a bias towards women because I know they struggle daily on taking accountability. Different conversations, you gotta twist their arm and you gotta convince them of why the situation required accountability. So
I ask you.
I just can't give a scenario that it happened because me personally, if you don't take accountability, I personally can move on because I'm somebody who can take accountability. So if you struggle with that issue, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, whether you take accountability or you don't, it's okay with me because the bottom line is it's okay. So I'm not somebody that's gonna hold you to the fire for not being accountable for certain things because I really don't have that issue with men, but I just know women. That's how they are. A lot of shit they just don't because we live in a world with double standards. So a lot of women just don't take accountability for a lot of shit they do. So I just don't begrudge them for that. So if somebody don't take accountability, my bottom line, my baseline, my foundation is I'm okay with it. Unless it's a situation where it's going to cause me any kind of harm or any kind of issues, then it's a problem. But if it doesn't, I'm okay with you not taking accountability. That's on you. I really don't have no, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna if you ain't take accountability, like and I try to explain to you what you should be accountable for, and you don't take accountability. That's on you. Like, because my foundation is it's okay
so
with
everything will be just normal after that.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm surprised you a Gemini.
Unless it affects me personally. You mean I don't care you not taking accountability?
Just play on my heart. That's
well, that's different because that affects you personally now.
Yeah, I mean, I asked of a situation that was kind of general. So I mean,
I don't have no situations.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I say this though. I'm gonna use a relationship, John. Mm-hmm. So I'm fucking with somebody or whatever, and they raising any type of suspicion. I'm questioning them loyalty or whatever. And if I come to you about certain shit, like me, I won't just come out front and just say I'm gonna take notes. You feel me? Let it build up to like a John. Then hit you with a whole essay. You feel me? And after I shoot that whole essay, and you still like spinning me around like it wasn't me. I ain't do that. Or you tripping? You just insecure, whatever. I'm gonna turn to the jigsaw, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna play heavy mind games on you to the point where I'm had you by the end of a cliff. I'm see how high you can jump. You feel me? Until you feel me?
You crash out.
No, you just go over that motherfucker. You feel me? My mind already made up once. Like once I feel like I'm played or you playing me, my mind already made up. I'm already on some shit like I'm on to the next joint. But if you still on some shit trying like, nah, you tripping, I ain't doing nothing, whatever. I'm just going games on. That's all. You feel me? Just games on. Like
I could dig that. So I mean, I'm gonna jump into like my own.
A nigga been stabbed a couple of times, so it's like
damn, stabbed.
I
like
put my heart in the bitch.
Metaphorically.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I put my heart in the bitch hands. You feel me? And they treat that joint crazy, bro.
No, they really do.
I almost married a bitch one time. You feel me?
A lot of women can't get past marriage. That's another topic.
Nah, I mean that's another topic, but I mean I'm a dive in because I ain't even get a chance to give like my short story. And y'all know on Talk Time with Don Nelly, we like to give real life experiences because without the real life experiences, how can we sit here and try to paint the picture for you to even want to hear our viewpoints? Now, currently going through a divorce. Can I make this up? If we're going to go into the whole first base, second base, third base, home run, when a party constantly, like fails, and the constant failure is basically the constant of just acknowledging that they did something wrong. For me, it reopens up the trauma that comes along with, an intimate partner not being responsible. Now, in my personal situation, literally, we had court. We were cordially working things out as far as like just co-parenting, being friends, being cordial, being around one another. Now, for me, I feel like once I let my guard down, once we hit that third base, and I'm thinking like, all right, damn, we were working on the future. Like, we done went through the first and second base. I'm trying to forgive you. We working on those steps. Once I hit that third base, I'm me personally, I'm feeling like, damn, I'm supposed to be able to trust you, eyes closed, because especially if you're portraying yourself as being accountable for, your wrongdoings and your actions. I'm not expecting, someone as close as a husband, someone as close as a baby father, someone as close as a friend. I don't even have many friends, but the friends that I do have, I speak openly on my platform about the betrayal and the envy behavior that I went through with my mother and my sisters. So for me, accountability and just being honorable and having integrity with just being a decent human, it means so much to me. So if I'm thinking, okay, we're in a good space, we're in a good communicative space, why sidebar me with court? He sidebarred me with court, and he knew he did because I completely forgot about it. In my head, I'm thinking, all right, we're working on things, like not even on things as far as working on a marriage. We're working on things as far as just being decent parents and co-parenting, making things normal for a new baby, for children that was already like brought into the marriage. We're just co-parenting. We're just being decent humans. If you fail to communicate with me important information and it affects my day-by-day life, now it puts like it took us back to first base. And earlier Esther said how basically how I don't know if it was Esther or if it was Black, but they basically was like about re-bringing stuff up. If someone has hit first base, hit second base, hit third base, and they're in their home run phase, meaning they done been accountable, they acknowledge the action, they're doing any and everything that they have to do in order to make sure in the future that it doesn't happen again, why backstab somebody? So to me, not communicating about important aspects of like just everyday dynamics, kids, court, anything. I speak freely about having 3 baby fathers. My other 2 baby fathers would have never did nothing like that. So to me, it was a backstab, and it reopened up the walls of betrayal. Okay, that's not. But for me, it opened up the wounds of betrayal. So the fact that I speak so freely about just how envious my mother and my siblings are, I speak freely about it. Like, I let the world know how they went lying to the courts just out of pure jealous and envy of just trying to ruin my life because we do not live the same lives. I never would have expected, someone who came into a marriage knowingly, and this goes into narcissistic behavior. And I mean, I'll tap into that after my story. However, for me, that opening back up the wounds automatically, I done spoke on pick me bitches. I can't, I shut down. And I shut down because as an intimate partner,
Wait, what do you mean you spoke on pick me bitches?
I spoke on pick me bitches and medium bitches. I feel like a lot of the times when females they desperately desire a relationship, they desperately desire to want to know why. That takes females and just humans in a toxic repeated cycle of the person that's the abuser of constantly doing the same thing. When you're dealing with somebody who's not accountable for their actions, they lack the knowledge and basically just like the righteousness to be able to be like, okay, damn, I'm not going to do this again no more because I don't want to put this, this person that I care about so much in this situation. So when you're dealing with someone who lacks accountability, a person who lacks accountability is a narcissist. A narcissist cannot be accountable for their actions. They blame and they shame other people. It's always, oh, I wouldn't have did this if you did. The situation with myself and my soon-to-be ex-husband, he said, oh, well, you knew we had court. I can't make this up to y'all. I had so much going on with my move. I had so much going on with my graduation. I completely forgot about court. But as an intimate partner, as someone that I have kids with, I just was expecting him to be a decent human, especially when you're talking to me on an everyday basis. Hey, no, don't forget about court. So it's like when I tried to have the conversation with him, he cannot acknowledge the fact that his actions were betrayal. Because literally when we kept on speaking about it, and I can't even lie to y'all, it broke me down to the point that I actually cried, because it's like to go through first base, second base, third base, and it's like to go through all those steps with somebody. And this
say Saw, shorty. Like you watch Saw, Jay?
What?
Saw.
Yeah.
What is that? What is it about?
It's a movie where you kill.
It's basically about accountability, right? Accountability.
You play an accountability game.
What they gotta do at the end of the game, like or to finish the game, like basically they gotta tell the truth, own up to wherever they did, because the boy knew everything they did. He handpicked the motherfuckers to put in the game.
He basically it's like basically Jigsaw plays God.
Like we can't play. You better be accountable. Be accountable before you lose your leg or your arm or some shit, or your teeth or some shit like that.
Exactly. So
motherfuckers be accountable. They damn near lost. They dying already
because they took too long to be accountable.
Limb, like.
And what's so fucked up, because it only hurted me because for me, I'm thinking to myself, all right, it's all this ghetto shit that's going on hood boogie wise. I mean, I done already put all that out there. Shop the hood boogie merchants dropping real soon. However, for me, I feel like when it's someone that close in proximity, like who you have children with, a man or a woman, you're supposed to be able to trust them eyes closed. You're not supposed to have the emotions or have in the back of your head, damn, this nigga is going to snake me. So for every other
that type though,
but that's what I'm saying. For every other flaw he had, as in the reason why the marriage is over, I never shamed him for that shit. It was times to where as though, his family was coming at me. And of course I stood 10 tones down. I'll fucking go at it with any fucking body, because at the end of the day, one thing that narcissists do, they tend to get everybody to think, oh yeah, I'm innocent. And this goes back to the whole conversation that I had with you. I could come off dressed as one way. However, my portal is clean. But you got a motherfucker like that, he portrays himself as being a wholesome person, and his portal isn't clean. He does a lot of fucked up shit behind closed doors, and it's really fortunate for myself that I was smart enough not to fall victim to, whereas though a lot of women fall victim to, oh, well, he said sorry. Oh, well, he didn't mean it. It's a psychological repeat of a cycle. So for me, that shit had me like, bro, I'm ready to go because I can't comprehend a motherfucker that I laid down with allowed to nut at me to have children, and you're snaking me like I'm your op, but you're doing that because why? Like when motherfuckers do that shit, it goes into and where the fuck? It goes into I cannot make this shit the fuck up. No, it's not that. It goes into basically it goes into trauma. Now the trauma, go over there, move that please, so it can stay on, so it don't cut off. Just move the puzzle piece over. It goes into trauma. Now, people don't understand trauma happens from people's childhood. Like we all, like at some point, all of us experience trauma. But a lot of the time for me, like he comes off as, oh, I have a mother, I have a father, both my mother and father is married, and he's broken. People are not out here with the intention of, yeah, let me get her before she gets me. That's childhood trauma. That's his mother felt him at some way along the way. He can't even comprehend the fact that, and I have 2 other baby fathers. He can't even comprehend like, oh damn, I'm fucking up. It's always a, oh no, I did do this, but you know, my bad. At some point, when a person continues to snake you, it puts you in a place to where as though, not even to replace you, and just because we got these kids together and that's our last legal tie, I want to deal with you at minimum. Because when people are narcissists, they don't understand like what they're doing. They don't know that they're gaslighting someone when they're sitting here saying, "Oh,
they think everybody dumb."
They think a person that is a narcissist. I cannot make this shit up to you. When a person is a narcissist, not only do they think they never do anything wrong, they flat out avoid responsibility. The fact that I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's like, oh, well, I haven't talked to you. You blocked me. I didn't block you, but I cannot. As me being 35 years old, even when it comes to the situation, I'm 35.
We need to talk about that too. That block.
I know. So I never blocked him. I just stopped responding. Like people don't understand.
You can't get in contact with somebody, that's a block.
No, but people don't understand when you're dealing with a narcissist. A narcissist plays so many fucking games. I can't even lie to you without even like putting business fully out there. Even still to like recently, right before I stopped talking to him, I literally had to say to him, if you continue to lie on your ex-girlfriend, I would never talk to you ever again in life. We sat here in this bedroom and it was okay. I only said that because I never thought y'all two would have a conversation. Not only did me and this girl have multiple conversations, exchange multiple, and I'm not just saying like verbal conversations. I'm saying legal shit too to back a lot of it's like victim blaming. A lot of shame. He was trying to say, "Oh, she did this to me. This wasn't me. I'm a good person. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me." No, when I talked to her and I had to look him in his face. I'm like, bro, this is legal bondage. This is legal bonding. You cannot switch this up. You make him sit here and say the sky is fucking maroon, motherfucking purple and green. But bro, that does not go against legal paperwork. It goes back into the envious family. When I got my siblings telling my father, oh no, we didn't go downtown to lie and say Chanel was outside trying to chase us with guns, but they all signed affidavits. An affidavit is a legal binding document. Legal binding documents are binding. You like no word goes against. That's why I say people are given 2 things in this world. You're giving your fucking, as a woman, you're giving your pussy and your word. As a man, you're giving your dick and your word. When you see people are playing narcissistic games, and narcissistic games is nothing but manipulation just to try to gain control over a person so you can manipulate them and you can ruin their life. Let's say, hypothetically, if I would have allowed him to manipulate me throughout our marriage, I would be walking around with the same traumas and issues that he is still faced with today. That's why I say today is sponsored by BetterHealth.com. Motherfuckers need to
BetterHealth.com.
BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp is a therapy service. When people are narcissists and they got other people standing behind them, not holding them accountable for their actions, and it's like, yeah, no, you know what? You're right. It's like at the end of the day, you gotta sit and think like, damn, like this person cannot be this bad of a person if this person is operating with other people. And I say that shit to say, because with me, y'all already know I always come with the tea. When we first got married, the nigga was telling his whole family he gave me $30,000 to help with the move into a home that we had got. The nigga never gave me $30,000. I got a fucking $1,500 Burberry diaper bag and a couple dozen of sunflowers. Now, mind you, he played back and forth games with not just my dad, but his mom and dad. He played back and forth games. He told my dad, oh yeah, I had to pay all this at my mom's house because I'm living at my mom's house, blah, blah, blah. But then he told my dad, oh yeah, like he told his family, oh yeah, I gave Nell all that money. It wasn't until I called a fucking family meeting. I called the family meeting because I'm like, damn, why are you not buying our son stuff? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? His father called himself trying to come at me. Oh, well, he gave you $30,000. And I'm like, gave me $30,000. Yeah. Where? I got a $1,500 fucking Burberry diaper bag. You want to see the fucking receipt? So it wasn't until I had everyone, go hit that button. It wasn't until I had everyone in one fucking room and I put him on the spot. He never took accountability for shit. His only words was, I fucked up. I fucked up. I lied. Yeah, I lied on Chanel, but yeah, I fucked up. But it wasn't until that very moment that I had everybody in his face.
That's a sword game right there.
Yeah, to have you in a sword game.
That's a sword game. Bro.
So jumping back into what it is to go. No, it's not pause. So jumping back into what it is, what is a manipulator's greatest weapon?
Denial.
See, that's that.
It's obvious. The greatest weapon is manipulation.
No, so see, this is what I'm saying. That's why I be telling y'all.
No, manipulator's greatest weapon is manipulation. That's the number one tool that they have.
A manipulator's greatest mind game is communication, because they use the 4 Ds in communication.
Communication to do what?
To deny, defect, deflect, and
that's
defend.
All manipulation.
Yeah, but it's communication though.
I don't think so, because a lot of times they don't even gotta communicate. A lot of times they can be poor communicators.
That's true.
They can just be moving.
It's a mind game, shorty. It's a mind game for real.
A manipulator's greatest power is manipulation, because they could be manipulating a lot of people just by the way they move, and not just being honest, or not even communicating. A lot of men are just poor communicators right off the bat. Not me. I just talk a lot. That's just how I am. But a manipulator will use his power of manipulation to have it his way or her way.
So I am going to.
So I think when it comes to court, I think a lot of men, when it comes to court, period, men or women, when you are in court, your goal is to try to win, or to try to have the outcome in your favor. So a lot of times, court is sort of like the boxing ring. if you when you meet a boxer, the first thing that the ref tell you to do is have a clean fight, touch gloves, and follow my rules.
Yeah, keep it fair.
Right, keep it fair, keep it clean.
Yep.
But sometimes in boxing, like I might not like you, or you might be alright, but I'm trying to win, so I'm trying to get.
So it's okay.
Any favor in my outcome to win. So if you dip down and I got a chance to punch you, like Floyd Mayweather won a fight one time where the bull was trying to explain, I forgot his name, but the bull was trying to explain, yo, and he left his guard down. Floyd tapped him up.
So it's okay. It's okay to be a snake in certain situations.
Well, it depends. If you're trying,
I'm just saying.
Your outcome is to try to win.
I might even tell you the person.
That's just how they move. You're trying to get his outcome. So maybe he might, it depends who's in your corner. It's like boxing. You have your mom in your corner, your dad in your corner, your ex-husband, your ex-partner. Who's in your corner giving you coaching or tips of like, yo, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it could come down to who's in your corner, one. Mm-hmm. Two, you're trying to get the best outcome. What outcome is going to give you the upper hand?
So the upper hand short term or long term? Because cheating never gives you long term.
Well, the whole thing is outcome to win in court.
Yeah, but the outcome to win in life, you're gonna fail horribly.
Well, that depends. We just talking about court right now.
It's all the same thing because all that shit brings it back to the accountability of a person.
If I could win in court, right, and the goal is to win in court, then that's the number one goal. I'll face the life, that could be, in your opinion, I may be losing, but in my opinion, I may be just okay.
So that's fine. You're okay with being a snake then? You're okay with the loss of integrity with an intimate partner?
I'm not being okay, but some people are because it is what it is. It sounds like this. There's no way of getting back. There's no way of repairing relationships. There's no way of mending what we used to have. It's no way of
no way of mending what you used to have is operating as a snake.
No, wait.
The trying to get the upper hand, just the trying to win and not having a fair game.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem with a lot of women, and I think you had a show about this before. When somebody breaks your trust, you cannot trust them again.
No, we had to redo that.
A lot of women have a lot of people, men and women, have the 80% trust, the 20% I don't trust, or I gotta keep an eye on you, or that's your problem. When somebody breaks your trust, they cannot get it back. You cannot re-trust them. And how many times they're gonna break your trust and you re-trust them? They break it. It's like y'all giving too many strikes, just like your baseball analogy. You giving too many strikes to somebody, and sometimes in some sports, when you break the trust the first time, you're done. Mm-hmm. You really are done. But for whatever reason, a lot of women just forgive and forget. Men especially. Men.
Now see, a
woman could do a man dirty so many times. We gotta like have so much proof.
I beg to differ though.
Women, you can just hear it through the grapevine. Yeah, I heard you. I seen.
I beg to differ. Like my when I'm Gemini and I'm unicorning at the same time, I'm so in touch with my motherfucking self-care, my motherfucking auras. I picks up on that shit. I don't go against the gods of the motherfucking Gemini.
And that's another problem women have. A lot of women intuition is very high. To the max, but they can't have intuition when it comes to a nigga that they should not trust or don't trust.
That's a motherfucking lie because
that's the crazy part.
My intuition saved my motherfucking life with my husband.
Yeah, but before that, a lot of women don't have intuition of he's a liar.
No, I don't think it's that. I feel like I think it's that the base of accountability. Everybody puts on a mask. A narcissist puts on a mask.
Well, everybody don't put on a mask.
But a narcissistic puts on a mask.
Correct.
A narcissistic
but
puts on a mask.
But if you have intuition, like which one is it?
No, so the intuition gets shaded slightly. And that's okay because again, we're humans. Humans are not perfect. No, you're confusing it because it's been plenty of times to where as though let's use the analogy of betting. Damn, you know what? That's a good number. I think this is it. you can feel like that's it, but then something in your back of your head is saying no. My shit ended real fast because my intuition kicked in. Like my marriage with my husband was not long lived. It was already a prior baby father. You already know that. My intuition kicked in at an all time high. Did I give the chance of forgiving? Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's a work in process. Shit, me and you was a Gemini. It's weird like vinegar and water all the time.
So a lot of women just trust people that they shouldn't trust after the time that
I feel like definitely. So I'm not gonna go against it. I feel like
so you agree?
No, I am agreeing.
Okay.
But I feel like
it's hard to get her to agree with you.
No, so listen. I feel like the problem is, and this is why I said fuck returns. The problem is when somebody does you dirty, when it's somebody that you have children with. A lot of the times we want to forgive that person. We want to have the thought process of, okay, damn, this person made a mistake. However, when it comes to the person that I married, there's no mistake with him. That's legit. Just the face that he put on 13 years ago, that's the face he always been. So not all the conversations that got had, and like I said, our marriage was hella short lived. It wasn't super sexual. It was mapped out because in my head, I'm like, okay, this step, this step, this step. I'm planning shit out that way because again, you're a baby father. We supposed to be co-interdependent. This takes it back to the 7 habits of highly effective people. So we're not jumping back into this situation as to whereas though we're building a fucking empire. I ain't doing it.
Well, a lot of stuff was already lost. You know what I mean? We can't get you back, and you can't mend the relationship.
But so not mending the relationship.
We're in family court, and the next thing is like to get advantage to win, to have the outcome in my favor.
So here's the thing: I would accept that as a human if that was the perception that was given off. You don't give off the perception of, oh, hey, granted, I know I would never have you back as a wife because of my actions, but I want to be a decent father and soon to be ex-husband to you because I fucked up. That goes back to the third base. You cannot be putting on a face that you want something else, but you're moving as an opportunist.
So basically, what you go.
Spend a mic.
I'm not sure both of this though. Do you go off what, action or words?
I go off of actions. A motherfucker could bring you the world with your words.
Do you go off action or words?
Definitely actions.
Actions, and that's what I'm saying. The words, it's a lot to whereas though he did wrong. And I never put him on blast for that. I never shamed him as being a man. And a lot of the times, us as women, it's a proven fact. We come to the table with a lot of more stature than a man. It could just be with simply just balancing a motherfucking checkbook, fucking managing our money from month to month, all of that shit. I never belittled him. When you're giving somebody a chance, that motherfucker put on a poker face. When you put on a poker face, but then you're acting as another way at that point, that's why it's like it's not a being a block. It's like when you're dealing with narcissists, you have to just shut them out because nothing that they say is in the natural human, the average human. We are average humans. When me and you have a disagreement, regardless of what the disagreement is, even if I gotta take a few days away from it, what do you say? All right, now, damn, I could have addressed this better. All right, damn, like what can I do so that we can fix this so that you don't feel this way? That's accountability. It's never been a time frame, and me and you, we're about to have a 17-year-old. Me and you never had a situation to where as though we could not come to the table and say, okay, I fucked up here, you fucked up here. Like, okay, this is our middle ground. Not gonna say that shit because it didn't get me nowhere. At some point, as a human, as a male, as a father, you have to be able to take accountability. And if you're not taking accountability and you're not showing that shit with action, that's basically an opportunist. You gotta just stay away from people like that. You can't have conversation with them. It gotta be minimum action.
You gotta stay away from people like that, correct? But you gotta also remember, you know who you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That's part of it.
You're a fighter. You're supposed to know your opponent, and then you gotta remember at the end of the day, y'all in the ring. So I think a lot of women let their guard down because at the end of the day, y'all women. Y'all try to be tough and masculine, but when y'all go back into your home and y'all safe zone and safe environment, that's why you can't let everybody in your safe space.
And I will agree with you. And it's like
when you let people in your safe space, you easily can be manipulated and taken advantage of. But at the end of the day, you got to remember you guys are in the ring, and then in the ring is everything's fair in love and war. You know what I mean?
No, so from
one part you guys was in love, and now this part is the war part.
No, so that's the narcissistic part of it all.
That's true, but you already knew he was a narcissistic person from day one.
So at the end of
it from how many years ago?
No, so at the end of the day, it's like you just said, it's no ties in love and war. Everybody is deserving of a chance to be forgiven.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I mean, I feel like let's get into that on another show because we definitely don't even want
to. Is everybody deserving of a chance of forgiven? And that's absolutely not true. That's why a lot of people get executed when they go to jail because you cannot forget certain people.
All right, so here's the thing. So that's why I'm holding them to the cross. Now to the cross, we don't need to talk about anything.
About time.
Yeah. Now to the cross, we don't need to talk about anything else. But I'm going to end this shit right here because I don't want our shit to cut off.
Show is do people deserve to be forgiven?
Nah, I mean we gonna chop that shit up. That's tomorrow, y'all. However, I don't want none of these joints to die. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this quote. Narcissists are basically children in adult bodies. Remember, their coping skills are often underdeveloped. If they have strong negative reactions towards anything you say or do as you being an adult, set the boundaries, stick by it. Do not let a motherfucker manipulate you or try it. Now, with all that shit being said, thank you for tuning in to Talk Time with the Don Nelly, and that shit is a wrap.
In case y'all was wondering, this is agua.
Agua. Okay? Yes. Good show, y'all. Good show.
I was making all types of faces drinking this shit, dog. Can't even finish.
Go stop them joints so they
Shit, damn, they gave me a headache though.
You say what?
They gave me a headache a little bit.
That shit gave you a headache?
You're not a drinker.
No, I gotta drink. It's just like
turn the YouTube joint off so we don't lose it.
In love.
Yep, in that joint.
Why you always end the show when we about to?
That shit about to die.
All of them about to die.
Yeah, this shit about to die.
What's this right here?